obsessors, oppressors, and possessors. It is I, your humble host, Alec McCann, and with me as always,
Julia.
And we had quite a good day, didn't we?
We did.
You want to tell the folks what you got to do today?
Meet an author of the book I'm reading that is scaring me.
Well, you can... I feel like we're allowed to show that.
Yeah. If they can see it.
It's called Nowhere by Allison Gunn.
And it takes place in the Appalachian Mountains. And it's about the folklore and stuff here. It's
and
creepy.
You're really liking it.
It's creepy.
Yep. We got to meet her today. Talk to her a little bit. She's really cool.
And she signed my book.
She signed Julia's book, and then we told her about the podcast. She may even be listening. Although if she hears our other episodes and it's like, this is some bull, fair enough. Fair enough. But
So maybe she'll wait.
But if she is listening, hi. We got to talk to her. Julia is very impressed with the book. I don't know too much about it other than what she said and a couple of pieces where she was like, I have to tell someone this because I'm going to read it, obviously. But she has another book either coming out
soon. I don't know if soon, but
call it
Hive Mind.
Yes, Hive Mind. So be on the lookout for that.
Which also takes place in Appalachia.
Yeah. So
They're so loud.
I know, every second of the day. Huh? What is happening? I don't know what's going on. All right, so that was fun for us today. She followed the podcast immediately, and she followed our Instagram, so we're gonna have to start doing stuff there.
Yeah.
We really should just be doing that anyway. If you're wondering why we haven't, any of you, it is because oh my goodness.
I'm asleep.
All right. One second. Sorry about that. We are recording this quite late. Also, if you've noticed a weird wonky dip in our quality and scheduling, we suck. But we are still putting out weekly. It's just that I suck. I'm still sucking. Maybe I'll show you how to do all this. Because I don't...
And then it's going to just be Julia's podcast because...
Why? I am almost done. Almost done. With the first part.
Do you see me asleep? Jacob thought that was funny.
Well, you birthed him. He has to think it's funny. Oh, look what I did.
And if I do it myself, I don't have to have jokes.
I can cut the jokes, but it's not as
I told
fun.
you I don't like them and you still scream them. Fucking Big James T's loud ass. Nobody likes loud people.
You birthed them. I enjoy the jokes. I have a hard time not making jokes. Don't you have fun when we make jokes? You don't like the planned jokes.
No. I like spontaneous.
I think the planned jokes are fun. Welcome to this marriage counseling session. Today in the studio we have Julia McCann, who is dissatisfied with her husband's personality. And aura. Oh.
The past month or so. And no, Alec. I have to fix my legs. Excuse me.
But we have a compilation episode that Julia did again. This is another Appalachian thing, so if you are listening, Allison jumped on a good one. My goodness, this is the other episode where you can barely hear anything because I'm moving around too much is a better quality episode for sound.
What's wrong with this one?
Smash. Boom.
It's just the sound effects of our life.
Oh. So,
It's after 9. I'm usually in bed by now.
fair enough. So, tell me a little bit, because you weren't very specific when I asked you if it was paranormal, and you said not really, but sort of. So, take me into what we've got going on here.
So, it is... Ouch. Obviously, you can see I titled it Appalachian Fun Facts. So, it's just a bunch of random facts of the mountains and the trails that I have not covered and other things. Like, I've gone through like the folklore and stuff like that, but this is just like you could see one of the things there says there's a stretch of forest that helicopters can't even see the ground because there's so many trees. During the Great Depression, entire communities survived off-grid without any outside help, and outsiders didn't even know people were in there living.
Oh.
So, like, just random facts like that. And then at the end, I do give some little stories.
I wonder if that's a inspiration for like Wrong Turn.
Maybe.
Oh. Well, let's get into this. Appalachian fun facts. You said it. Wait, what did you say at the end?
There's some first-hand accounts of weird things that happen.
Okay. All right. So, fact number 1. This is the strangest episode we've done on Ghosted in West Virginia because all the ghost stuff is at the end. Fact number 2. The Appalachian Mountains run north to south of the eastern third of the United States, passing through every coastal state north of Florida and all the way into Appalachia, Canada. The Appalachian Mountains began to form around 480 million years ago, and the dinosaurs were very confused. But probably not, because it was during the Ordovician period.
I don't even know what that is.
Some sort of Latin word the Catholics know. Continuing to grow for another 200 million years as the supercontinent known as Pangaea formed. Yes. Learn from this wisdom. Native Americans began to settle in the mountains about 16,000 years ago. The Cherokee people were the main tribe in the southern Appalachians. European immigration began in the 1700s with Irish and German settlers.
That's us.
We be the Irish. Well, she be the German.
I have a lot of Irish too. My great-grandparents came on a boat straight from Ireland to here.
Was that during the potato famine? When was the potato famine? I feel like the Dust Bowl, and the potato famine were connected somehow, but that's not anything to do with the Appalachian people. So let's see here. The Appalachian region has some of the highest missing persons clusters in America. In fact, recently we had that Cassie Sheets case.
Yeah.
They found her, didn't they?
They have not confirmed that it's her remains yet, but
But they think so.
yeah.
I got you.
I don't understand why it takes so long to confirm him.
I don't know. Probably because maybe there wasn't a lot left. I don't know. Now, in the early 1900s, night riders were reported, and if you don't know what they are, just know they were up to no good. That does not work for me. Do you know what they were up to?
Stealing things.
That was it?
I think so. They were like, if my phone is dead, or I would look it up again to show you because that was the plan.
Okay.
But basically, they were people who would dress in all black and ride around and wreak havoc on villages and towns and stuff.
They're bad Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I
They
found?
may have also possibly been like KKK type of things.
Okay, because I typed in Knight Rider and all that came up was Kit.
For the movie.
There's a movie? There's a Knight Rider movie?
No, I'm thinking of Ghost Rider.
Oh.
Is that the guy in flames?
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking of him.
You are so attractive to me right now. You don't even know. Woo! You said the dude in flames, and then you went, whoo. And, oh, man. Oh, I love you. And I know the only reason you know that is because Nick Cage played him, and that's what you know him from.
No, actually, not.
What? Woo. Please tell me.
Matt and Ryan used to watch it when Ryan was little. Itty bitty.
The Nick Cage movie?
I don't know. The man riding a bike in flames.
Well, they've only had one movie.
Then I guess, yeah.
Well, two, but we don't talk about the second one. We really don't talk about the first one. It's kind of dumb too, but it's kind of nostalgia, you know. Now, these people were bad people, apparently. Oh, you know what I found out recently? Zorro. I was trying to tell you this earlier, but you didn't really know what I was talking about. He is a he's a Mexican hero who, like, fictitious kind of, well, definitely fictitious, but he was based on one person, and that person was William Lambert, an Irish immigrant who made his way into Mexico during the American-Mexican War, when the Americans grabbed a bunch of Irish immigrants and said, yeah, you can be American citizens, but you have to fight in this war. And they were like, well, that's not what we came here to do.
No, thank you.
And then they got down there, and apparently they really liked the women. So they stayed and turncoated a portion of them.
Interesting.
And then he traditionally left marks, like, I don't know if he would do an L, but that's where the Zorro thing came from.
Yeah.
And coming to one of my favorite things, also an inspiration for Batman, because Batman was inspired by Zorro.
Huh.
And Zorro was inspired by this Irishman, who's a Mexican hero. Isn't history weird? Back to the Appalachians. Now, families often pass down warnings like, don't look in the trees at night, and the infamous, if you hear something, no you didn't. And honestly,
you missed like 3 of them.
Did I?
You did.
Well, that's okay. We can go back to those. It's okay.
Okay.
But honestly, up until we started doing these fires out here, and I've been putting them out, hearing something in the woods didn't seem that creepy to me.
But now it is.
Yeah. Especially since we heard that bobcat over there. No!
You wouldn't even check out. You ran back inside.
Because I'm not equipped to fight a bobcat.
And you think I am?
No, I thought you should stay in here too, but you decided to walk on by.
Well, because I
You-
thought it was stuck in a trap, and I'm not equipped to letting animals suffer.
No.
I was going to help
It was stuck in heat, is what it was. And it was saying, hey, everyone, I'm open for business.
I don't know how I would have safely gotten it out of the trap, but
Yeah.
I would have figured it out.
That's why your dad took a gun that he didn't load.
That he forgot to put
Yeah.
bullets in.
And Ryan with his, flashlight?
Yeah, and just talking. He's
Yeah.
not equipped for this.
No.
I
Now-
should have just went alone.
But today, there are still large portions of private land that is still off limits to outsiders. Like, do they patrol them? How do they know?
I think of like hill people that you just go,
Oh.
you're just driving down these old dirt roads, and then all
And
of a sudden there's
truck is blocking the way.
or creep with a sawed-off shotgun.
Can we help you?
No, I'm lost.
Would you like some Rocky Mountain oysters? Raw. Over 2,000 miles long, and dozens of hikers have vanished without any kind of explanation. And I think we've covered some of those disappearances, haven't we?
believe so.
Are those the ones that most of them were naked
Yeah.
when they were found?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was great.
The tree man or whatever.
Yes.
Helped them, which
Yes.
I do intend to look more into that to see if I can find more instances.
Tree man. You're going to get a lot of Lord of the Rings. I'm just going to tell you up front. If you type in
or
tree
a
man.
lot of people who've like camping on shrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Like.
Now, there are a ton of hidden moonshine tunnels. These tunnels are used as secret hideouts, or were used. Sorry, they're not used now. They're not like, we gotta move this moonshine out now. But they were.
They might be.
Well, maybe. They were used during Prohibition. Now, not only do these offer a glimpse into the rebellious past, but they also show the resourcefulness of those who lived through that era.
That's because you don't take our liquor.
No, don't take our liquor.
You don't take our hill people liquor.
So, this one is actually, we've done maybe not a full episode on this, I don't know.
No, but it's been mentioned.
It's been mentioned. The Brown Mountain Lights are purported ghost lights near Brown Mountain in North Carolina. I thought they were Coal Mountain.
Yeah.
We
Mountain
have the
is
same
Moorfield.
thing up here. Yeah, Moorfield up here. The lights are often described as orbs that appear low in the air, brighten and drift, and then fade away. Sometimes observers report just a single pale orb. In the 20th century, these sightings inspired newspaper stories, government investigation, ghost legends, now even a festival devoted solely to the mystery of the lights. They were also an inspiration for a bluegrass sound.
That was supposed to say song.
Okay, bluegrass song called Brown Mountain Lights by Scotty Wiseman in a 1999 episode of The X-Files called Field Trip. 1999.
We'll have to find that and watch it.
I wonder, I'll watch it if it's got Mulder in it, because if it's the post-Mulder seasons, which I think they only did 2.
I didn't know there were seasons without him.
Yeah,
Oh,
eventually.
because didn't he have an issue with his sex life?
No, that was for Californication, which is actually a really good show.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I haven't finished it because as I got older, seeing boobs was less exciting. And the show has a lot of boobs.
Hmm.
But there are ridiculously funny moments in it. Some involving a monkey on drugs. Anyway, certain counties in these mountains have more caves than they do residents.
That's fun to me for some reason.
When we did we did one story up near Wetzel County. Remember, because we told Josh about it.
Vaguely, yeah.
He and I and a bunch of us preacher kid students went. He knew where this cave was, where Lewis Wetzel, who was a famous Native American hunter, he would hide out at. And I got in there. I was wearing a suit. Shouldn't have done it. When I got in there, and then Josh said, I hope nothing's living in there right now. And I was like, oh, because it was already a tight fit. And you know what? I don't need a cougar being like, hey, get out.
See, my first thought was another person, not an animal.
I bet you that's what he meant.
And you immediately thought of an animal.
I was
That's
like,
how you know you're a city,
city boy. Yeah, I'm not
Because
thinking, oh,
our
homeless
thoughts
person's living here.
There's someone living in there, and your thought is, oh no, it's a cougar. It's
What? They den? I think.
yeah, I don't know.
At least it couldn't have been a bear. There's no way a bear would have fit through there.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, maybe. Now, there are a ton of documented cases of experienced hikers walking in circles for hours in areas where they swore the paths were straight. And what's interesting about that is that kind of pulls on the Blair Witch
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Mountain folklore warns us, never answer a knock at the door after midnight. You also...
Or ever, if you live here.
Yeah, but if you live here, you knock on the door and we don't know who you are, you might as well just leave your pamphlet in the door and run back to your car.
I like that they thought it was my dad, and
Yeah.
at my parents' house, they thought it was the kids.
Yeah.
And no one answered the door.
No one
for
answered.
this man.
Not one. Well, no, your dad answered.
Well, eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Elkmont, Tennessee was once a lively place in the 1900s. Now, why do we have to say it like that? Like, the 1900s. Can you say 1920s or something like late? The whole 1900s, and now it's just dead? Now that the
I was born in the 1900s.
Me too. Late 1900s.
I was born in the earlys.
No, you weren't. 1901 to be exact.
I am immortal.
Did you hear that ridiculous squeak? So anyway, Elkmont, Tennessee, once a lively place in the 1900s, over time it became abandoned. Now there are reports of cold spots, flickering lights, and shadow figures. People are welcome to explore the abandoned town and see structures that have slowly been reclaimed by nature.
I always enjoy that.
This next one is fun. Booger. That's right. Is slang for ghost or monster. Matter of fact, Booger Holler is a real place in Tennessee. It is an unincorporated community in Overton County. The name is believed to have originated from local ghost stories and folklore. A booger man is likely a ghost or a devil. Some people live in trees. No. Some people go into the trees and never come back out.
Dun,
That-
dun, dun.
That's just a fact anywhere, I think.
Right.
Oh, this is a fun one. A raven mocker is an evil spirit in Cherokee folklore. I'll have to write that in my back pocket. It appears when someone is about to die, stealing their remaining life by consuming it, or consuming their heart. That's vicious.
Right?
With a name like that, they gotta be a bird, right?
I would think so.
You okay? Oh. We can pause. Oh, man. Sorry. I paused it real quick. She thought she heard the baby and I needed a drink. And then Ryan just had a conniption at someone on the thing. Okay.
It's okay.
Now, so they were consuming their heart. Only... Is his door closed? Are you kidding me? Holy crap. I don't know. Now, only medicine men and shamans can see them or stop them, like the Equestrials. You can only see them if you've seen death in Harry Potter.
Oh.
Yeah. I only remember that because it was a weird detail to see in the book, and now I'm re-listening to the book with those new things they have, which is fun. You gotta give it a shot.
I don't like listening to
I
things.
know. And shamans can see them or stop them. They leave no mark, just a sudden, unexplained death. I wonder if that's how they explained like sudden death or sudden infant
Maybe.
death syndrome.
Ooh. I don't know.
Because I don't know. That just seems like the kind of thing you would use to explain that. Like
People like to blame vaccines.
Well, yep, and it's really the raven mocker. Well, I want to say that in Babylonian, possibly Sumerian, but I don't know. But the Lilith was seen, that class of demon was seen as something that could possibly explain that. They take your children at night, type deal.
Yeah.
Maybe even fairy.
Ooh.
All things have a weird... Oh, you hear him? So, a woman accused of witchcraft swore she'd return to the town in 20 years in Yazoo City. Woo! You thought...
It's too late for that.
Uh-huh. On May 25th, 1904, on the exact date 20 years later, a massive fire destroyed over 200 buildings in the small town, and people found the chains around her grave had all been snapped and broken. That sounds like we should do that story a little bit more in depth.
I agree.
That sounds fun. I think I've heard of that story or something like it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's one of those things, you know, like the source of those type of stories.
Yeah.
Deep in the woods of George Washington National Forest is Cranberry Hollow. That's where
We live in the George Washington
Yeah,
National Forest.
Yes, we do.
But I'm not sure where Cranberry Hollow is.
Oh. Locals say it's haunted by a family that vanished without a trace during a landslide in the 1800s. Locals refuse to even go near the woods after dusk, claiming that if you hear the whispers in the woods, you'll never truly be alone again. That's terrifying.
It is super creepy.
Where is this? Maybe we could find it up here.
Right?
Now, there was an abandoned mountain chapel left to rot after a fire nearly destroyed it in the 1900s. And late at night, the locals say that they hear the bell toll 3 times, always at 3:33 a.m. That sounds like a Batman villain's theme. Like it's Two-Face, but instead of 2, he's got like an extra scar cutting off, like an extra piece.
Yeah.
So he's Three-Face. He's like, the new theme, 3:33. In the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, where misty valleys and dense forests weave tales of ancient folklore, one story stands out for its chilling depth: the legend of Spearfinger. All that build up for that name. It's like that Guardians of the Galaxy villain, Taserface. Like, you woke up and said, let me find a name that strikes fear, and everyone's Spearfinger. Okay. You're right up there with Goldfinger and all the other Bond villains, buddy. This Cherokee myth serves as both a cautionary tale and a glimpse into the rich tapestry of indigenous storytelling, reminding us of the dangers that lurk in the shadows and the importance of heeding warnings from those before us. Now, Spearfinger is often depicted as a fearsome witch with skin as hard as stone. Folklore says she is a shapeshifter and lures in unsuspecting children. Ooh, this reminds me of, what was it, Dead Silence? Is that the one where she was like collecting all the children, like luring children around? She controlled puppets?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I think that was a fun one. We might have to watch that. However, beneath... What was the black woman about? Was that the woman in black with Harry Potter?
Oh man, it's been so long since I've watched that movie, I can't even remember.
Might have to check that one out.
Because I feel like she only messed with him.
Right. You might be right. I think I'm conflating the two, which happens because they're not like very similar. She's a puppeteer, and the woman in black was, I think, just a straight ghost, wasn't it?
I think so.
But, so here we go. Beneath the facade, or she would appear as a kind, nurturing grandmother to earn the trust of young children, but beneath that facade lies an Oliver.
A sweet little boy.
Allison, if you're watching, this is our little boy Oliver. He's not feeling too good. He had a tonsillectomy last week?
Last week.
Yeah, so Forgive us again for all the pauses. So, no, beneath that facade lies her true nature, a malevolent spirit with a single deadly weapon, a long, sharp finger, often referred to as her Spearfinger. One of the creatures I used for one of my stories, the he has a really long coke finger. He probably isn't doing coke. However, have you seen his face? He's one of those. He's been doing coke 24/7. His eyes will never go back to normal. And it's all because of that finger. Now, Spearfinger is more than just a tale of horror. She embodies the fears and teachings of the Cherokee people. Her legend is interwoven with lessons about respect for nature, the dangers of straying too far from home, and critical importance to listening to the elders, of the community. Spearfinger also reminds us the need to be aware of our surroundings and potential dangers that are hidden beneath something seemingly harmless. She also represents the duality of nature, both nurturing, destructive, just as the mountains themselves can provide shelter, but also peril. Spearfinger is a haunting reminder, literally, of the complexities of trust, deception, all these things that really come down to something used as a children's tale of a fearsome witch. That they are not only entertained but also taught vital lessons representing the interplay. I was on a roll, man. It sounded natural, and now it's like, oh, he's reading a script. Yes, I am. You all know. Look at the way I'm holding my eyes. When do I do this? We're very far away. We're on the couch. This is not normal setting.
You just look like a terrorist.
Really gotta be careful with that, man, because they're coming back. Did you not see the people that
They've been here?
Yeah, but they actually set off a bomb in New York, like just a couple of weeks ago. So, chill. As far as anybody knows, I am only Irish and French. Okay. My last name's McCann. First name's Alec. Alec McCann. Now, where am I, woman? You. Spearfinger remains a significant figure in Cherokee folklore, representing the interplay between light, darkness, the end of power, or the ending.
The enduring.
Oh, yes.
Power of storytelling.
That's my backup queen. Woo! In shaping cultural values. In a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable, the stories of our ancestors remind us to stay vigilant, to question appearance, to honor the wisdom that has been passed down through generations. As we navigate our own lives, perhaps it's worth remembering that the real monsters may not be as far away as we think, and sometimes they're just a smile away.
Trust anybody.
Ooh, I think I want that line. They're just a smile away. I think I want that line.
You can steal from me. I don't care. You can have it.
There is a barren circle in the woods of North Carolina that we've actually covered in our devil episode. Mm-hmm. No Sympathy for the Devil, if you want to check that out. The barren circle in the woods in North Carolina where nothing grows and no animals will tread. It is said to be called the Devil's Tramping Ground, and is said to even have devil footprints where he has walked the circle, plotting evil. Now, there's a place in Kentucky. I like saying that. There's a place in Kentucky where a missionary was sent into the woods, or into the mountains. And when someone asked how it was, he replied with, "I've been to hell for certain."
I thought this one was fun.
Which stuck, as now there is a town called Hell for Certain. That's fun.
It is fun.
Where is that? In Kentucky? Maybe if we ever get money, we'll do it.
You think one of them, JJ, would you use your flashlight and go get
The Whispering Tree of Old Jasper Road. There's a massive hollow sycamore that speaks to you if you put an ear near it. It tells you secrets you were never meant to know. People have gone insane trying to forget what they've heard. That's a bit Lovecraftian.
Right.
Some say the tree will tell you about your own past and give you warnings. Its whispers are never kind, often telling them about... Some say the tree will tell you about your past. Its whispers are never kind, often telling them about things that they too find
they find too heavy to bear.
I can't see.
Or can you just not read?
I can read.
Should you practice your reading? I'm getting mean.
I know.
Late 30s.
Your old age. You're in your late. I'm getting mean in my. You got one more. And then when you're 40, I'm saying you're 50. It whispers.
You wonder why I don't like you.
The tree is a reminder that some secrets are better left unheard, and some places are better left unvisited after nightfall. Now, this next one. What?
This one's important.
This one's important. All right, hold on.
Thank you, JJ. Oh, perfect.
Look, you got your
Say
sword.
thank you, JJ.
All right. This one's important. Be home by dusk. That's Grandma's safest hour. The rule is simple. Be home before the sun drops below the trees. My goodness. Once dusk settles in, the woods belong to something else. Now, this belief runs deep. And it's not about curfews. It's about protection. And people raised with this wisdom don't waste time arguing about it. They watch the sky, keep an eye on the treetops, and get inside before the last sunlight leaves the porch.
And we just sent our child out in the night. Not you, JJ.
Yeah, you're safe. We won't send you out in the night. We're just going to put you in the fire. I'm joking.
You won't.
We don't even have a fire. Okay. This belief goes deep. When an empty chair rocks after dark, someone invisible is sitting in it. The Invisible Man. Could be a spirit passing through or something else entirely. Either way, nobody wants to find it. Rocking it at night invites whatever it is to stay. In mountain homes, that movement is treated as a sign to act. You stop the chair. Don't talk, don't joke, and most certainly don't ask questions, don't look at it.
Stop the rock and then go inside.
Why
do you leave it outside after dark?
That is not something I did.
To see the chair rocking. You should have been inside.
There is a chair that we had in my old house, an old rocking chair. I think my mom has it now. It was my great-grandmother's. And it would rock back and forth. Jordan saw it. And I named it Francis and asked if it wanted to watch TV. So I broke all those rules.
Because you're a city boy. You don't know.
That's right. Now, when you're picking apples, this is an old Appalachian thing. I don't really get it too much. But when you're picking apples, you have to leave the last apple hanging from harvest? From the branch. Now, when the last apple clings to the branch, mountain tradition says to let it stay. That single fruit isn't forgotten or missed, it's offered. Locals will say it's for the spirits who keep watch over the orchard, while others claim it's just for luck.
That's what I've never ever heard.
All right. Now, folks used to believe lying dog hair on... tying...
I can fight monsters with this.
You can.
Dad.
Yes.
I'm big. I can fight monsters with this.
No way. No way.
I can fight Steve.
Oh, yeah? Is that what your sword's for?
And do they have a sword too?
Maybe.
Like you beat them up when I was a tiny kid.
Yep.
Then I can go out there and see a chair walking, and I can fight that.
A chair walking? Oh.
And I can kill that thing, and I can scare, and I can look at anything that you can't, like I can look at the Enderman.
You can.
You can look at the Enderman, can you? Well, we're going to get through some of these, okay? Now, folks believe tying dog hair under the doorstep wasn't... Hold on, buddy.
Let us read this one.
Wasn't done as a decoration, but as defense. The belief was that the hair from a loyal dog created a barrier against harm. Spirits, curses, sicknesses. I thought that said slicknesses, and I was like, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
What is it?
The slick ones.
It mops it up.
Ew.
None could cross where that charm sat. The trick was using tail hair.
We'd have to use Max's hair. Zoe doesn't have long enough hair.
No, and she certainly doesn't have any tall hair. That's for
Or
certain.
Hair to spare.
No hair to spare. But not use tail fur, but not fur from anywhere else. It had to come from the strongest part of the animal. The tail?
You ever been whipped by a pit bull tail?
I've been bitten by dogs plenty. Oh my goodness, Oliver. Where are you going and what did he hit? The phone? I told you that sword was a bad idea. Alright. Putting your feet on the table isn't just rude or germy, it's risky. In Appalachia, locals believe that it brings bad luck straight through the floorboards. The table is where food is blessed and decisions are made. Disrespect it, and trouble finds its way in. Money issues, broken relationships, small things will break without warning. Have you been putting your feet on tables?
You know, I actually did put my shoes on the table yesterday.
Oh!
They were clean. I only wore them in the house, and I didn't want the dog to chew them up when we left. So I stuck them on the table.
Well, does it say shoes or feet?
I think this says feet, but there is one about
With shoes.
shoes as well.
Okay.
And I did put my flip-flops on the table yesterday.
Now, is this really just Appalachian in nature? Opening an umbrella indoors isn't only
Apparently.
bad luck, it invites death.
Apparently so.
And once opened, it can't be undone. I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it either. I've heard of bad luck,
Right.
but not death.
Now, we've got the fun facts down, and they were actually quite fun. So good job.
I told you.
Now we move into the spooky stories, the spoopies, as I heard I heard Allison Gunn say today.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what to call her. Do we just call her Allison? Like, we're not friends. We met her once.
Miss Gunn.
Miss Gunn. We heard Miss
don't
Gunn
know.
say that today.
Ow. Oh, my back.
We heard Miss Gunn say that today. So, Miss Gunn, spoopies. Hiking alone along the Appalachian Mountain Trail might bring up some of the inner fears and imagination of being followed or pursued by some unseen human or animal. In 2011, a man decided to take a week off from work and go hiking. Children, can we not? We're almost done, but we're almost done, and you offered him that bag.
Trying to stop the vehicle at Jefferson and Central in the Erie Unit. Keep it on Newton Holovic, frequency 13D943 is following code 37, vehicle 3 George, 93308, 13L30 behind the unit.
In 2011, a man decided to take a week off from work and go hiking alone in the Appalachian Trail. At the beginning of the hike, everything was going well until he got a frightening experience that he will never forget. Unless he gets dementia. I mean, come on, guys. You gotta be real careful with your words.
That'll be the one thing he remembers.
Yeah, that'll
in
be-
his life.
This will be the one thing. This will be his focal point. Like that woman that kept saying he's getting closer. At the beginning of the hike, everything was going well, but then he got a frightening experience. As he had gone deeper into the trail and day turned to night, he pitched a tent to camp. The man heard some noises approaching his tent, but he didn't bother to check them out. The following day, he continued hiking. No. Oh, okay. See, this is why. Why don't you take this and go fight monsters in the living room over there? All the way over there. You go there. You can fight all the monsters you want.
Yeah.
Just don't hit the TV, please. Okay?
I don't see any monsters.
Well, pretend they are
You gotta
there.
practice for when you do have to fight monsters.
Yeah,
But I don't see
pretend.
them.
Well, then stop swinging your sword around. Because you hit mommy in the forehead. Poor woman. Now, he pitched a tent to camp, and the man heard some noises approaching his tent, but he didn't bother to check them out. The following day, he continued hiking and made camp where he sat around his fire. Suddenly, he was left shocked when he saw a man standing near his firewood with his hands and body badly burned and a smoking face. The experience... Oliver, honey, I love you. Give me this. I'll give it to you when we're done. Okay?
You want Sonic?
There you go. Have Sonic. The experience shocked him. Oh, man. Oliver. Come on, man. Everyone go away.
My phone only charged to 10%. You said this charge is fast.
Lies.
Was your phone? No, I told you because of Ryan used
Ugh.
it.
Pause. The experience shocked him and left him numb, but the burned figure kept staring at him before finally walking away. The man packed up camp and left the area quickly, only to come across a recent burned down house with a sheriff by it. The sheriff told him that 4 days before, the entire family had burned alive in the house. That's not fun. That's not a good time. Now, weren't you doing something? Okay, well, forget in your room then, love. Dudleytown had a weird nickname. It's called the Village of the Damned, which is believed to have been cursed a long time ago. Ooh, curse. We love curses.
We do.
The village has a horrifying history. Oliver, sweetie, stop, or I'll make you leave. The village has a horrifying history, which has kept away several hikers. Dudley Town was founded by descendants of Edmund Dudley, a man who was beheaded for treason and was said to have cursed the land and had a cursed family. The town was built in the 18th century and abandoned by the 19th century. The story behind this is not clear, but some people believed that the residents who stayed too soon went insane.
Was supposed to say too long.
Oh, stayed too long, went insane, and committed suicide after claiming to be possessed by demons. In the present day, people have reported seeing strange lights and orbs surrounding this damned village. Now, I will say, when I said that, I was like, in my head, I was trying to make sense of that. Because it sort of made sense.
Too soon.
Yeah, but then I was like, there's no way that makes sense, so I'm glad you said that. Because I was probably just being insane. Oh my goodness. A young girl was hiking with her parents along the Appalachian Trail when she had her first experience of seeing a ghost. During the hike, they had to make camp for the night, and as her father was asleep, she was frightened by something that could not let her have any sleep. The following morning, the girl took her mother for a walk before they continued hiking, and they went for a walk and then hiked.
Yeah, so I assumed maybe they just went for a walk to go use the bathroom or something.
Oh, I gotcha.
Or something like that.
As they were walking, her mother suddenly stopped and stared blankly into the distance. The young followed her mother's gaze and saw a hazy apparition which stood against a tree a few meters from where they were. It was a man who was calm but sad, and then just faded away, leaving the tense mother and child frozen in place. Now, some people like to hike Some people like to hike alone, but that is not usually a good experience. A man, because he's not known for being careful.
He's forgetting it.
He is. The man was hiking along Pierce Pond in Maine, and when he had two shocking experiences that he will never forget. Oliver, please stop. Stop. Oh, go mess with your... Hey, maybe your brother will let you draw. Yeah. Yeah. What?
So we can pretend I get him one turn and I can fight him.
No, that's a terrible idea. That sword it hurts. This is exactly why I said this was a bad idea. And now we're bros, and he's pretending JJ's a monster, and we've been reading the same story for 45 minutes. These poor people. Taking a closer look, the figure was ghostly in appearance and had the look of woodsy outdoors. What? How? What? Some people like to hike alone. Oh my goodness. Guys,
skip this one.
We're skipping this one. I'm sorry, guys. We'll come back. Oliver, stop. A group of hikers had set camp along the Appalachian Trail during their hike. After a good night's sleep, the campers woke up to something unusual. They found their campsite surrounded in a thick mist that was just not fading away as the sun came out. As they were packing up their things They could hear children's laughter and giggling coming from all around them. And I would have immediately just been like, we're leaving this. We're leaving it.
That one reminds me of this book I'm reading.
Yeah.
And don't.
Does it have children giggling in it? Because that's scary.
Sort of, and like the children singing choir music.
Oh. That's cool.
It's creepy.
In 1988,
I don't know what you're saying, but okay. Oliver's.
In 1988, a man hiking the trail had a very awful experience. As he was hiking the trail, he noticed a bright light coming from the forest that was next to him. He never bothered to investigate, but he did set up a camp nearby anyway. In the middle of the night, he was startled awake and found a man standing over top of him. That's not cool. The man got started and fled. Got started doing what?
Startled.
Oh, I was like, what was it? He had just pulled down his pants when Johnny woke up. He yelled to some unseen person that the hiker was awake. Being terrified by this incident, the hiker packed up and continued his hike to put more distance between him and the unseen people. The hiker continued non-stop, hiking for days, which allowed him to relax for a bit for the night. Suddenly that night, he took a rest in his hammock and was cut down, wrapped up, dragged away to an unknown location. The people began to beat him as they shouted to one another, "This is fun!"
He's still asleep.
I ain't never seen anybody just sleep through hammering. Luckily, he got a chance to cut through his hammock and escape. He ran away back to civilization and reported it to the police, who were never able to find the would-be kidnappers. That's ridiculous.
Right?
I'd be so mad.
I'd be pissed if I was asleep and you cut me down.
And then you tied me up in my hammock like it's a sack and beat me.
Are you Krampus?
Now, for centuries, this phenomenon has haunted the slopes of ancient mountains. Some say it's the heavenly voices of angels preparing for the end times. Others believe it's the mournful wails of the tormented souls cast into the mountain's shadowy hollows, those brave enough to venture into the thickets at dusk, hoping to unlock the choir's dark secrets. Ethereal melodies that are a rush of wind whistling through twisting rock formations that chills the blood. Many have gone mad pursuing the source, driven to madness by the visions of Oliver not standing still. He's like a one-man, Three Stooges play.
Right? Share some of these with JJ.
Now tread carefully, for the ghost choir still calls out for any foolish enough to try and unravel its unholy mystery. Now, are you putting that down? Okay. In the Appalachian Mountains, there is a shelter, and the Van Deventer Shelter. Or it's called the Van Deventer Shelter. The old stone shelter sits atop a ridge overlooking the misty lake Watauga. Okay. One a clear night, probably on a clear night, it would be a breathtaking view. But when the rain comes,
Mom, I can't laugh because I'm going to puke.
Okay.
Look, we were fine. We had plenty of light. He's so white that when he sits forward, he takes the light off of me.
How has he got any Middle Eastern in it?
I don't know. It ain't there for
Aside
him.
from the way he acts.
I don't think that's a Middle Eastern thing. I think that's a Kenny thing. That's definitely a Kenny thing. Breathtaking view, but when the rain come, The place takes on a haunting vibe. In the 1970s, a young woman was murdered inside the shelter. The tale goes that her restless spirit still roams. I'm telling you the truth. All right. The tale goes that the restless spirit still roams the ridge on the nights like this, mourning her untimely death. With each gust of wind and crack of thunder that night, some hikers have sworn to have heard the faintest cries echoing across the forest. Well, Jules, hey, George.
Are you curious?
All right, this
Curious George?
this is the last one here. Blood Mountain lies deep in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains and is shrouded in creepy folklore. As you hike along the winding trails and the dense forests seem to close in around you, blocking out the sun's rays. Okay, Oliver, back up. Oliver, guys, just chill. We're almost done. The crunch of leaves underfoot is the only sound until you hear the wailing sound. That's when the old-timers' tales come flooding back about the wailing woman. Legends say that she was a young mother who lost her mind after losing her baby on these very paths decades ago. Her cries echo through the valleys as a reminder of her eternal torment. Some say if you follow the cries, you'll spot her ghostly figure, eternally searching in vain. Even seasoned hikers won't linger long after nightfall on Blood Mountain. And there you have it, folks. Bunch of fun facts and scary stories. Woo! And silly children. Goodness gracious. And you were telling me today, your jokes. My jokes would have been a perfect episode for this.
It's funny.
Yep, it's like we had a whole Looney Tunes here.
But that means you have to eat them.
I will. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the only thing I can tell you is, Allison, if you liked this, thank you. If you want merch, we do have that coming. If you are interested in our Instagram, we are going to do things now. And, Jules, do you have anything?
I don't think so.
All right.
You can't even see me anymore. I'm blocked by this big head.
I know. Melon. Anyway, curl up your feet. Salted garlic is on the prowl.
Well, tasty.
Bye.